Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Look, I've noticed that 97% of my viewers are not subscribed. If you could please take the time to hit the subscribe button, that would really help me grow this channel. Look, I really appreciate you, and let's get looking at what I have in my bag. Okay, all right everybody, it's finally here. I know you've been waiting to see what I got from Callaway, and it's all finally arrived. So let's dig in here. We're gonna start with this box first right here. We're gonna go small to large. So what I'm gonna do is just cut into this one. I got a feeling I know what this is. All right, here we go. Ah, we got some hats in here. Let's start off with, it's pretty cool. The cool thing is we get to pick a bunch of hats. This is a really cool one right here. And we're gonna go into this one here. Wow, this is a tropical one I picked out. This one's one of my favorites. Use this if we're in some island somewhere. And then I definitely had to pick this one out in honors of St. Patrick's Day, or even as a matter of fact for the Masters, which is coming up. So I'm gonna take this hat off. I think it's not broken in yet, but I'll put this one on right here. All right, I'm gonna break it in a little bit. And also in this box, which is good, is we actually got the gloves. Okay, so now this is pretty important here. Callaway has sent me Tour Authentic gloves. Now these gloves are done with incredible leather. You can actually feel, you know, and see just how smooth they are. And you can tell the difference when you're wearing one of these. I mean, this is the thing. You can get a good glove like this, and I took this one out. Here's another glove that you may mistakenly buy somewhere in a store. This thing almost feels like plastic. So gloves are really important in terms of your hands are the only connection that you have to the golf club. So you want to make sure your gloves not only feel good on you by getting the ones that have good leather, but also that they fit you. So I'm gonna try this one on right here. See, I actually had tried some on, made sure that I got the size that fit me in here. It's not too loose and it's not too tight. Very important if you want to have a good hold on the club. So this is really good. We got the hats here. We got a bunch of gloves here for the season coming up. So I'm looking forward to trying these out. Okay, now here we go. Here is, I've been waiting for this for a while. I gotta make sure I get this open here. I see it. Here they are. All right, they just happen to split them up. You got it. These are the irons. Ah, beauties. Okay, let's try to get one of these off so you can get it. Check this out. These are the Apex AI 200s. Okay, now with the Apex, they have three different models. They have the Apex Pro, the Apex AI 200, and AI 300. These are the AI 200s. Now the Apex Pros, they're very workable. They're for really good players that like to work the ball. The AI 300 is more of a game improvement iron, so it's very hard to work the ball there. These are kind of right in the middle, and that's kind of why I chose these. They're right in the middle. They're usually for people with handicaps between 5 and 12. Not necessarily, but that's kind of the range that they go for. But this is the AI 200, which in this particular club, I got my favorite shaft put in this. This is the nip-on. I chose the nip-on because it has such a smooth shaft in it right here. It feels so good going through impact. There's very little vibration. And this particular shaft right here, helps get the ball up in the air, and it's also very light, so it can help people who are looking for better club head speed. So again, nip on. Now here on the grip right here, this is new Decade multi-compound. It's a half cord. The cool thing is you can get these in different colors, you can choose them, but whatever grip you do choose for your irons, I'm asking you to make sure you get fitted for it, because you want your grip to fit your hand size. You don't want it to be too big or too small, because remember, your hands are the only connection you have to this golf club, and that's what hits the golf ball. So again, this is new Decade grip. I love it. It's half cord, great shaft right here, great head. Thank you, Callaway. I'm looking forward to trying these out pretty soon. Okay, in this box right here, we have the Fairway Woods. I got a 3 and a 5 Fairway Wood. And one of the unique features of the new Fairway Woods from Callaway, the Elite, is the step sole back here. It reduces the interaction with the turf. So for those people out there that might be having problems hitting Fairway Woods, this really helps the interaction of the club getting in and out of the turf really quick. With both my 3 and 5 wood, I got Tensei shafts in them, the blue, because it's the same one that I have in my driver, which I think is really important, just different weights. Same grip that I have on my irons, again, very important to keep things consistent through your bag. Now, I got the 5 wood because I have a 3 hybrid and a 4 hybrid, and I found that there was a little bit of a gap between the 3 hybrid and my 3 wood, and I wanted to fill that for par 5s and long par 4s. So through testing and stuff, Corey and I were able to figure out that the 5 wood was a good match for me. So that's why getting fitted is very important, so that you can figure out what clubs fit your game. Okay, now here's the last box here, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm guessing what might be in here, but I have to be honest with you, I'm really not sure what's in here. So we're gonna kind of find this out together. All right, there. All righty here. All right. Kind of what I thought it was gonna be. All right, here, there's a couple things in this box. We have the hybrids. I got a 3 and 4 hybrid. These have the recoil shaft in them, which I really like. I've had them in my hybrids the last few years. Now, one of the things I gotta tell you about hybrids, whoa, that's a surprise right there. Wait a minute, whoa, I didn't know that one was in there. Okay, that's good. I was kind of wondering where that was. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I have a 3 and 4 hybrid. Over the years, you know, I used to play a 3 and 4 iron, and then everybody was like, you got to go to a hybrid. I'm like, I'm not going to hit a hybrid, you know, and then I hit it. And I was like, why wouldn't you hit a hybrid in place of long irons? These are easier to get up in the air. They're easier to hit off of crazy lies out on the golf course. Definitely easier to hit it out of the fairway. So for those of you out there who have slower club head speeds, you definitely want to replace your longer irons with hybrids. I did it. This shaft right here is good. The grip's the same, like I said, on all my clubs. So I have added a 3 hybrid and a 4 hybrid to replace my irons. And what I'll do here is I'll take one of these wrappers off so you can see just how nice these are. All right, there you can see right there how beautiful these clubs are to have in your bag. So now, moving on, we're gonna still hide this one. That was a surprise there. I wasn't sure that was in here. Right here, I have the wedges I got. Boy, these things are beauty. These are chrome. So these are the Opus wedges. Now, what I did is I went and I got a 52 and a 56, because in the Apex AI 200s, the pitching wedge is 43, the gap is 48. So I like to gap my wedges about 4 degrees different. So then I have a 52 degree here that has the S grind, and I got a 56 that's got the Z grind. So again, getting fitted for wedges is really important. People overlook this part of your game. These are your scoring clubs. So based on how you like to hit your chip shots and pitch shots around the green will determine your grind that you get. Again, something you can work out with your fitter, and you can figure out your gapping with your wedges based on your pitching wedge and where you need the most help with your yardages. So again, this is really cool. Really psyched to have these. They're beautiful. And then I'm gonna go in here. This I pulled out. I didn't think this was in this box. Here is the driver, the Elite. Okay, now the Elite, they have this one, and then they have the Max. I stayed away from the Max because that's a really high game improvement club. The Triple Diamond is a low spin driver. This is kind of right in the middle here. This is the Elite. And I got the Tensei Blue shaft in it, again, with the same grip that I have on all my other clubs. You can see right here, on this particular club, look how beautiful that is. You can adjust the weights here. You can make a draw bias, fade bias, however you want to do it. You can also change the loft on it. Right now I'm starting off at 9 degrees. But again, this is a beautiful driver. Didn't know that was in here. That's kind of a surprise. I'm really psyched about this. So this is going to be a lot of fun to hit. All right, and then the final box right here. I can't believe I didn't even know that this box was sitting over there. I'm gonna open this up. I definitely know what this is. This, hopefully, is gonna be the savior of my golf game right here. Ah, yes it is. Cruiser. All right, was hiding from me. You know, this is gonna solve all my problems this year, I hope. So they say. But this is a 38-inch putter. It's got a really big grip on it. And I love these. You should give one of these a try. This is a really amazing putter that hopefully will change my game this year. But again, take a look at this, how beautiful this is. It's trying to hide from me, but I found it. Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.